So about a week ago now, Nintendo had their direct. They released a bunch of demos, one of which was the Octopath Traveler 2 demo. And I played it. I didn't play all the characters because I don't want to get too deep into it because I'm just the game's coming out in about a week now on the 24th, I think they said. I just want to play some of these trailers in the background. And I just want to talk about like some differences that we're seeing and where my hype level is currently at because I really liked Octopath Traveler 1 a lot. Um, so I'm just gonna play these in the background, some trailers while we go through this. First off, music. Still 10 out of 10. I did the warrior and the merchant back stories so far. The first like chapter when you get them, um, both had some pretty really good music. I really like the music that plays at nighttime for both of them, and there's like a nighttime music for the map that's really good. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit more actually. Um, like it's so good. It's so good. So it's great that the music still can be a hit. 'Cause I love the music in the first one. A lot of people liked it, from what I remember. I remember it being nominated, I think, for like OST. Um, I want to talk about all the good things before I talk about just a few of the negatives. So music, great. Aesthetics, still great. I don't know what it is about this look for the game. It just, I don't know what it is. I just really, I look at this and I'm like, they took decent, like pixel art games, kind of like back to old like Final Fantasy types, and they brought it into an area where it's like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words for this because when people see this, I feel like other people have been trying to do this look recently ever since that, and it feels like they just miss it for some reason. It just looks a little bit cheaper. Like even the last one for what's it called? That Square Enix put out, the Live Alive, had a somewhat similar aesthetic. At least they were going for, but it just didn't hit the same. I don't know why that was. It looked just a little bit cheap for some reason. I think it was the characters themselves. I don't know. Something just seemed off to me. Um, but this game, the visuals look great. The like extra like I don't know what you would call them, like the sparkles effect or some shit. They up those quite a bit because like when you're in combat, as you know, you have that boost meter. So like you get BP every turn if you don't use the boost, and then you can go up to 4. And there's like this power up thing that they show. It's fucking. It looks so cool. They have this like swarming thing, kind of like you're going Super Saiyan almost, and it swirls around you. And now, and I don't remember it being in the first game. I might be misremembering. But now, when you boost to level 4, if you're doing an attack or a special kind of attack or something, it will do like an angle shift, and it'll like maybe like get a more dynamic angle, and it's like it's just I don't know, it's just really cool. So they up that just a little bit. The skills, it's kind of all this very similar system. They have JP points and all that stuff, and you beat enemies, you get JP. You spend those JP to get different skills. There are a set of skills that you can get at any point. So like the first one you get will cost 30, and then it'll go up like to 100, and then 200 or something, whatever. But you get to pick which one you want. So that's good. So it's not like a linear tree where you have to go this one, then this one, then this one. You can just pick and choose the ones that you think you'll use more, which is nice. That's awesome. It's great that they do that. Almost 100%, they're going to have the job system again where you can have 2 jobs for each character, which is awesome. Great system. I love that shit. Mixing and matching your different jobs to like make quote unquote like more broken styles. You couldn't do that in this, of course, because you only have one job, and you don't get. I think it's only after the second chapter when you can then start giving them a second job. I forget when they give it to you, but the combat's all very similar. The break system's still great. I like that a lot. The fact that you have to like kind of determine what enemies are weak to, and normally it's fairly like obvious. You can kind of tell just by looking at them what they'd probably be weak to, which is nice. But and then it stays there, and of course, like in the video, you get those extra turns and everything like that. So the system, like all that, is exactly the same. They did add the new mechanic, which we weren't sure what it was when we saw it. So I'll pause it right here. At the top right, you'll see for each one of these, there's this like little dot here. So these are limit breaks, pretty much. Or not limit break, like a limit. I don't know why I said limit break. What was I playing that had a limit break? Were they always called limit breaks? Whatever. They're limits. They're overdrives. After doing a certain amount of damage or taking some damage, this will build up over time. It glows, and then you can like unleash like a really powerful attack. So that's really cool. The 2 characters I use, like I said, the merchant and the merchant and the warrior. The warrior, I don't know if those are going to grow differently. It looks like in your skill system, there's some options at the bottom that you can't really see yet that might change those actions or might up them or change them in some manner. That'd be pretty cool. But at least the warrior had like 3 different types. So like they choose to go it, then they have 3 types, and then you do like a special attack of some sort. The merchant, what was his? I only used it once, but I can't remember what it was. But there are overlives, and I think that's cool. I like that. That's a good addition. That I like when you first play Octopath, at least from my perspective, you could see there were some things missing. But I'm surprised I didn't think of something like that. That like there was no like really big overdrive mechanic that your characters had. You just really had that boosting. So that's cool. I like that a lot. In the skill system, like I said, there's things at the bottom. A lot of the skills are similar. They definitely added new skills, which I think will play for the characters. One of which was the overdrive one, where it's like, so they're passive skills. So like after you get a certain amount of levels unlocked, you get these passives that go to each job, and then you can like, I think you can have up to 4 passives enabled. So when you get the second job class, you can mix and match those passives. Or actually, no, that's not how it worked. I think it worked the different way, where when you level up your class, you get all the passives, and then you just select 4 out of all of them. So you don't even have to have the job on. So if there's like 8 jobs, if you master all 8 jobs, you have all 8 passives, but you only select 4 to ever use, even if you're not using the job for that passive. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, if I'm remembering properly from Octopath Traveler 1, which is great. I love that. I love that. It gives you incentive to get the other jobs. Like say there's a really good passive for the job, but you don't really, that job might not necessarily fit for your character. Then you can at least get the passive for them, put that on, and then go through and give them the other jobs. So it incentivizes you to level up your jobs for each of the characters, which is really cool. I like that a lot. There was something else about that I wanted to say. They took away from it. Oh, let me keep playing this. Let's go. So there's something else that they said. What else was there? Before I... Oh, yeah. So they said it in the game, but I can't remember if they said that you would have the ability to pick and choose when it happens. So you have different class actions when you're during day or night. And, I mean, they're kind of interesting. Just gives you more to, like, do. The warrior one, like I said, you can bribe people. It's basically just, like, it's, like, similar to thieving and putting up a shop. I'm just going to open up another one. Hold on. It's similar to just when you thief. So, like, you have... The thing will come up. It will say whether or not they have any... they have anything that you're willing to bribe them for, like information. So, like, if you would get... who was the character who did that? It's like the... Fuck, I'm forgetting his name. I think it was the Apothecary. Where it's like you could get information from characters or from people in the game that would give you, like, hints to go do quests and stuff like that. So it's stuff like that. I don't know how drastic they're going to be, because even like the Porticio, the merchant, it's just his regular one is just buying people, so the merchant one, and his night one is recruiting people, which is similar to like what you would have the dancer and stuff do. So it seems like they're going to be all very similar to each other. Maybe there's some that's like vastly different, but it seems cool. So I guess we're going through... These are all the characters. Like I said, I only looked at the first 2 because I was just like, those are the ones I like the most in the last one. I like the warrior, and I like the merchant quite a bit. And I'll wait to see what everything else that comes out. It looks like he has a similar thing, though, with that the scholar, where you can do a fire, like the elements twice in a row kind of attack. Everyone else might just get a one thing. I guess before I talk about what I'm hyped for, we'll talk about some of the negatives. I think the only real negative I have is that I'm iffy about the voices. I thought I would like it a bit more, but for some reason, it just sounds a little off. Like, all the characters sound just a little off to me. And I don't think I had that problem with the first game. I feel like all the characters really fit well, but for some reason, especially Particio's part, I don't know why, but it just felt weird to me when he was speaking. I like the story that was going on. Everything in the story has been fine, but just like how they're coming across in their voice just seems weird. I don't know why. I don't have a reason for it. It's just I get a feeling. So that's the only... Oh, actually there was one more. I don't know if it's my Switch or if it is the game, but there definitely is a like a little bit of a hitch. It feels like sometimes, like a very, very small stutter randomly, and I don't remember that having in the old game. I mean, like I said, visually it looks similar, but like definitely upped. Like definitely like there's more stuff going on. It looks more like filled in. But I still am a little surprised that I would get even a little bit of stutter. I shouldn't be getting that at all. At least I would hope that I wouldn't. So yeah, I think those are the two small things that I have. And I don't know if anyone... I should go read other people's reviews if they saw that. If that's like a thing that people are saying. But yeah, other than that, it is just Octopath Traveler 1 again. But like upped. Like with more shit in it. The quest system looks like it's going to be the same, where you're not going to have like a guide that tells you what to do. You're going to talk to someone. They're going to say, hey, this might be going on in this area. I don't know what's happening. And then you have to just go there and like figure it out. That shit is great. I would like if the game had a way to circumvent that for people that like can't figure it out at some point. Because I know in Octopath Traveler 1, since you had to do all the quests to get the secret endings, there were some quests that just it broke my brain because I just didn't know. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I feel like I did what I'm doing and it's not letting me do it. So that stuff is a little annoying. Can be a little annoying. And I don't think the game had anything. I don't think the game had anything in there that pointed out or helped you in that direction. So I just had to go to a guide at some point. So it would be cool if the game had itself, but I'm sure guides will be out there. It'll be easy to find. But I prefer that over the simple, oh, follow this line and now here's your quest. And now you know exactly where to do. Or when I pull up my map, the map says, oh, you have a point of interest here, 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 because of all the quests you have. That's good for some games. It's good sometimes, but it's not good all the time. And this game seems small enough. The scope is small enough where you're not going in this huge open worlds. Like, each map is just like, it takes like at most like a minute or two to go through it the whole way. If you're like skipping battles and stuff, it's super quick. So since the scope's low, I like it that it forces you to like pay attention and explore more and kind of like read into the quest and like what you're supposed to be doing. So that's good. But yeah, my hype level, very high. Very high. I've been on a huge RPG kick. Like I don't know if I mentioned in another video where I've been playing all the Trails games. I'm taking a break until Trails of Azure, the second one, comes out. Then I'm going to play both of those. I've been replaying Persona 5. I've been replaying Final Fantasy 12. I've been trying out Chained Echoes. And nothing is hitting as much as Trails did. But I'm still enjoying them, and I can, after I played the demo, I'm like, okay, this is gonna hit exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly what I'm looking for in my JRPG right now. The combat is smooth enough, the skills are fun, you get a good sense of progression. The UI, I love the UI because it's just like when you go to a when I go to an equipment shop, I see all my people are on the side. I see all the equipment. I just hover over that, and it just gives me pluses and minuses of what I'm doing. That's great. The only thing I guess I should have tried was getting more characters, but I don't think you can do it. I don't think I could get a full party within the 3 hours that I have. Maybe you could if I skip everything. But it's that I'm assuming it follows the same mechanic where you can only have 4 people at a time, and the other people are going to be in your cavern, and you can't use their abilities, and you don't really see them, or I have to like switch them out. I hope they streamline that a little bit more and make it really easy for me to switch out characters. I doubt it. I doubt they would do that, but who knows? Maybe it is. And they already admitted that the story system is going to include people more. There's going to be more like co-op things. I wonder if that's going to play into the actual story of each of them, or there's going to be like side stuff that they do that builds upon them that they interact in. I'm perfectly okay if it's just side stuff that builds them upon them, and then the main story they don't really interact with. I'm okay with that because I was okay with it in Octopath Traveler, so it's not going to like ruin the game for me. Now, if they have an overarching story, kind of like what they did in Octopath Traveler, it was just kind of like hidden behind other things going on, I would like for them to have more interactions there. It would be great if we had this feeling of progression where all the characters are working towards a goal that they can all help in, and we see them like get to know each other better. That's what I would like. If we don't get it, it'll be a little sad. But they've admitted that that was like one of their big problems, so I'm hoping they fully committed to making the story better to include all 8 characters. Yeah. I think I'll leave it there. I didn't want to make this too long. It's almost 20 minutes, but I want to keep it pretty smooth. But say that I'm extremely happy with what I played, and I am looking very much forward to the release. Definitely a day one for me. And if there's one more thing I guess I would say, it's like, I guess the only other thing I'm super excited about is just hearing the whole soundtrack. I don't know if the soundtrack's been released yet, but I don't want to listen to it until I've like played the game and I've had those moments with it. Oh, I remember now. No mention of the secret jobs, but they have to be there. They have to be there. I'm iffy if it's going to be the same secret jobs. That I don't know. It'd be interesting if they're new, and I wonder what they're going to be adding to it. So I'm super excited for the new secret jobs. Super excited to see how those work and like those interactions with them, because that's where you would make like broken teams, and it was so much fun. I remember Merchant and Rune Blade was super broken. Because of like the trading BP or trading sidestep, and you just like avoided all things. It was great. Oh, it was so fun. But yeah, so I'm super. That's probably like the biggest thing that I'm excited about seeing from a gameplay perspective, like seeing those new secret jobs and finding those on the path. So yeah, on it there. Hope everyone else that is excited for this game is enjoying it. Hope you guys like the demo. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll only have a week more to go, and we'll start enjoying. Well, no, we don't have a week. We have about like 10 days, maybe 9 days. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed.